In this video, I'm going to show you how you can buy shares on Trading 212 for a specific amount or a specific amount of shares. So once you have the Trading 212 app downloaded, do bear in mind that there are two main accounts. There is the Invest account, which I'm using right now, or you can use the Stocks ISA account. Now, the main difference is within the Stocks ISA, no matter how much gain you get, you do not have to pay tax. So unless you have an ISA somewhere else, if you are new to investing, you might want to use this account first. If you haven't already signed up to Trading 212, you can get a free fractional share worth up to £100 by clicking the link in the description box down below. Alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 before watching this video, but it has been less than 10 days since that, you can still get that free fractional share worth up to £100. All you have to do is to press the 3 horizontal line menu over here. Scroll all the way down until you see the section Use Promo Code. And in this section, just use the code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. So at the bottom of the Trading 212 screen, there is a magnifying glass if you want to press that now. This will open up the menu that you can select your stocks. Now, I'm not going to give you any stock advice or anything like that. So we're going to go into a random company. Always do your own research before, and please don't take financial advice from people on the internet, as they're probably making money on that whilst you can lose some. Remember, with investing, your capital is at risk. Anyway, for the purpose of this video, we're going to pick a random stock. So let's go with Tesco. So once I type in Tesco on the search bar at the top, you can see that a few different stocks come up. In the UK, we go for the London Stock Exchange, so let's go into that. So obviously, this is not stock advice, but this is the Tesco company that you can buy shares from, and that's essentially what Trading 212 does. It acts as a stockbroker, which is essentially the middleman between Tesco, their shares, and you. So if I've done my research and believe that Tesco is the company that I want to invest into, at the bottom of the screen, you can see a big blue buy button. You're going to want to press that. Now, normally, how you can buy these shares is by using this slider over here. Now, depending on how much cash you have, when you move the slider, the increments will increase and decrease. If you have a lot of cash, I do have quite a bit of cash right now, the value you'll see is pretty high. Now, realistically, the slider doesn't give you too much control because, it goes up in increments that might not be useful for you. So there are essentially two ways in which you can control the amount you spend on your stock. For example, if you only want to invest £10 into Tesco, what you can do is to press where it says 0 right now. When you press that, a number field will come up and then you can put in 10. Now, this means that you are going to be buying only £10 worth of Tesco stock. Now, on the top left corner, you can see the current price of Tesco. Right now, the UK markets are closed, which means you'll have to wait till the next market open for your order to be executed. Now, when the market is open, the second thing you'll notice is that the price will constantly fluctuate because this is the stock market. People are buying shares at different prices depending on supply and demand. Now, because the prices are changing, you also have to realize that the amount of shares that you're going to get for that £10 is going to fluctuate as the stock price fluctuates. Now, if you are happy with £10, what you can do is press review order and then double check that you have made the right decision. For example, double check that you are spending £10. You can see with UK companies, there is a stamp duty fee that you do have to pay. And for £10 worth of Tesco stock, that will be around 5 pence. Now, next to the number of shares, there is an approximate symbol. This is because, like I said, when the market is open, the price will fluctuate. So for £10, Trading 212 acts as the stockbroker to provide you with the exact amount of shares that you can get for £10. Obviously, the process behind buying stocks is more complicated than that, but I'm just oversimplifying it, as this video is aimed for beginners. If you're happy with just buying £10 or however much you want, you can start with as little as £1 on Trading 212. For example, if you're happy with £1, you can execute that. Otherwise, if you want a whole share or a different share value, then what you can do is where it says value, there is a drop-down menu. Now, when you press this drop-down menu, you can see there are two options that come up. One is value, so that's the amount that you want to buy. For example, if you want to buy £10 worth of Tesco per month, you can put in £10 when you have the cash. The other way that you can buy shares is if you know the exact number of shares that you want. Now, your situation may be different. You might want to put in a certain amount, or you might want a certain amount of shares, and most likely every time you buy that specific amount of shares, for example 2 shares, the price you're going to be paying is different. But as someone who buys stocks, it is up to you how you want to manage that. So let's press number of shares here. Now, same thing as before, if we press the number, we can go in and change the value. So if we wanted exactly 2 shares of Tesco, we can punch in 2. Now, when the market opens, Trading 212 will try to find you 2 shares of Tesco. Now, the amount you're going to pay is going to be dependent on the price when the market opens. So if you press review order, you agree with the terms and press send by order, when the market next opens within about 2 hours-ish, Trading 212 will try to find you 2 shares of Tesco. Now, if you want to buy at a specific price, then I have a video that you can check out over here. So make sure to check out some of my other videos and I'll see you in the next video.